Look at this, the beach ball and bikinis. No bikinis, but we do have the beach ball. The official start of summer is June 21st. It's already hot. The heat is not letting up. You're showing more skin in those tank tops, sundresses, and short shorts, if that's your thing. Time to really fight the battle of the bulge. And joining us is Brandy Montoya with MD Body and Medspa. It's that time, you know, you go to put them on and you're thinking, this doesn't quite fit like I thought it did.
No, I don't feel as sexy in it as I thought I would.
I don't know about this. But the great thing is cool sculpting, which could it be any hotter? Anything with the word cool in it is the way to go.
Exactly.
Yes.
So with cool sculpting, we're able to redefine those bulges. So, you know, first thing I do is give us a call and we'll get into how this works.
Absolutely. So first of all, a lot of people think it's just for women. We see these wonderful before and afters, and we always are worried about our bellies and stuff like that. But guess what? Father's Day is around the corner.
It's a great time for fathers to get in there too and start melting away inches. You know, we cool it off, you melt it off, you know, you dispose of it. But we can redefine men too. So men are usually, you know, very notorious for having flanks and a little gut. So, you know, give dad the ability to, you know, redefine his body too this year.
Okay, so just to make people know what flanks are, because at first I was like, that's a piece of steak, isn't it?
Or, you know, the other name, muffin top, but it is the area that sticks out right above the pant line in the back and around the sides.
Yeah, so that's always a good spot. And you see in those pictures just how wonderful that is, and it's a confidence builder. It
is. You know, really being able to define your body, when you know at one point in time you've seen your body look a certain way in the mirror, or you've just never had the ability to get your body to change because that's the way your DNA was dispositioned, the confidence, the self-esteem, you know, knowing that your clothes fit better, you're not going keep buying sizes up, you know, it just truly does redefine the way people feel about themselves.
And it is sometimes that jump start to maybe think, okay, my diet could be maybe a little better, or I can maybe walk those extra steps or something like that. Let's talk about the savings, because if people are wondering about this and thinking maybe I can't afford it, tell them what you have.
So right now, the first 15 callers are going to get 25% off their package. Now that's the beginning of your savings. Your savings can always go up from 25% off, especially if you need to do more areas. So, you know, get in for a consultation. Let us help you out. We do have ability to help you with financing, but the first thing is to make sure you're a good candidate, to see exactly how much this is going to cost from, you know, start to finish, and let us create a plan for you. You know, we're very creative with the budget part of it, so don't be afraid to see if there's something we can do to help you out with that.
When it comes to the free consultation, which you talk about, what is it that you go through? Why do you go through that? And then we'll tell them where they can find you.
Sure. So, you know, if you're not a good candidate, you know, we want to figure that out first and foremost, because what's the point of us giving you, you know, all this information about how this works if you're not even a good candidate? If you are a good candidate, we're going to take the templates, we're going to draw on your body and actually figure out what part of your body is we can treat and what that kind of game plan would look like. You know, if you're not a good candidate, I also like to discuss what other options are out there. You know, maybe you're bloated and your gut's just distended. We can talk about other ways to maybe help you become a better candidate. So, you know, that's what the consultation is really going to help us define.
And these pictures are great too, because you're showing the different areas that you might not think you could do cool sculpting with, and that is under the arms.
The upper arm is one of our newest FDA cleared area. It is becoming one of my favorites by far. Being able to help women redefine their arms is such it's an amazing accomplishment, because you can exercise till you're black and blue in the face. It took me 2 years to get my arms to even come close to getting definition. So to help people who have that volume and take that sag and really just, you know, bring it down, and to know that when you take fat off the body, we don't make new fat cells, so when fat's gone, it's gone for good.
I like that. Good riddance, right?
Goodbye.
All right, sometimes, like you were saying, you might have that bloat, or you've got this kind of belly, and a lot of times it's food sensitivity. It's things that you're eating that maybe you shouldn't be eating or don't know is not really good for you.
This is one of my favorite topics right now with my patients, because, you know, I had to find this out for myself as well. You know, when you deal with distension, okay, so this last picture on the third one, the rest of what's pretty much left on there, on this person, is distension of the abdomen. I can't fix that with cool sculpting, and a lot of time it is food sensitivities that do this. We're not allergic to them, but our particular body is very sensitive to them. And so one of the things I like to discuss with my patients is that there are DNA testings that can go and figure out food sensitivities, environmental sensitivities, things that you're deficient in, and digestive things that are going on with you too. And so, you know, for me to figure out, you know, hey, you know, what was going on, I know I can get my stomach flatter, but I can't see that happen. happen. You know, to find out, you know, salmon was one of the top ones on mine. Of course, gluten, you know, is a big one. I think a lot of us are gluten sensitive anymore with the way things are processed. But salmon, I usually was eating that like 3 times a week.
Oh, that's so good too.
And I love it. But my body, particularly my DNA, is not, it just didn't really sit with me right. So it was some of the things that causing me distension. So it's really amazing when you do these tests, just to see the percentage of sensitivity to them and to know more about yourself. And information, when you have information about you and when you're very excited about trying to figure out how you can better yourself, this kind of information I think is priceless.
Well, and that's one of the great things when you do go in for the consultation. You talk to your patients and you say, listen, what is it that you want to achieve? Let me see if I can help you. And you're very honest and open about those kind of things.
Absolutely.
Because Cool Sculpting does a lot of stuff. You've got great pictures. You've got great before and afters you can see. Under the chin is one area in particular people think is just a hopeless area.
Yeah, you know, that's a DNA thing. You can be a size 0 and have a double chin. If mom or dad handed this down to you, you can say thank you to them. But I can actually help you redefine that. And we are FDA cleared to also say we see skin tightening with this. Now, if you have a complete loose, wrinkly neck, this is not the right option. We are looking for fat that we can actually destroy and redefine that jawline. But while it's also being destroyed, you'll see the skin being able to tighten up with it. So if it's just loose neck, that's not what I can fix. But if it is the fat, I can definitely help with it.
You got it, absolutely. Father's Day or any day, Cool Sculpting makes the perfect gift for anyone trying to slim down. Now's the time to take advantage of a free consultation with Brandy. Now, she's offering 25% off your Cool Sculpting procedure. Call Brandy at the Westminster location for details, 303-466-0100. The Greenwood Village number is 303-220-1100. Learn more online at freezefatdenver.com, and they paid for today's segment. Now, along with Cool Sculpting, knowing foods that work or don't work in your diet and exercise are all crucial to dropping those inches. Here are some moves to sculpt those arms if you want to look as good as Brandy. Well, maybe even more. Use some resistance bands, maybe those good old push-ups. Medicine ball for a variety of arm exercises as well. Now, you can find some more new moves online, and we'll take a break and see you back here in just a few minutes.